Welcome to Kurras Puupaja. Well, actually this is not my puupaja, that means wood shop in the straight translation. The sun is shining, something unusual, but it's time of the year. And in the top of my garage there is a weather station unit for the outside temperature, humidity, pressure, things like that, and it's showing 29 degrees centigrade, Celsius, not centigrade, Celsius, and it's very warm, it's very pleasant. Now, Peter Freitag was mentioning that after the long summer, he finally got to the point, or to the opportunity, he got the opportunity to make a video. So that inspired me to make a short video, because during the summer I ain't done that much. And so I'm gonna walk through what I've been doing this summer. Not only what you will see, much more. Cutting wood for a fireplace, garden work and all kind of things. And as it was a long time ago, and it will still take a month or so before I start doing something serious in my wood turning shop, in my wood shop. Before that there is a long green thing, it's growing. And when I start from the other side of the house to the back side of the house facing to the south, when I take this side of the house facing west, the north side, all that, it will take me about 1.5 to 2 hours with a lawn mower. So it's quite a big thing. And why? Because it's a big thing. I mean, the garden is big, huge in a way. You might think, especially if you're living in a suburban area or wherever you're living, but we got a lot. And then down there I got a piece of forest, well, ex-forest. I should go down there to start not cultivating but cleaning up that part, but that's close to 2 hectares. That's about 2,000 square meters or something like that. Well, if not this summer, this autumn, well, there is always next year. And if I die before that, so who cares? Not me anyway, because I can't take those problems with me. So, let's go and take a small walk. And by the way, why I'm sitting here. Here is my saloon for the barbecue, for the grill. And one thing that is missing, the open fire and oven, pizza oven, where you can bake pizza, you can bake bread. It's still undone. Well, it's not there yet, but it will be someday in the future. And today we're gonna have a barbecue, and maybe the last or the next last this year, because it's fabulous weather. No clouds, sunshine, everything is okay. So we're gonna eat today here, not on our terrace, but here in this lumber thing that I made 7-8 years ago. And all the trees here, all the lumber here, is from our own forest. So, let's continue. And for this year, it has not been that much, that many times riding with those bicycles. But few times we've done. I mean, going out with the bicycles. So, here you are seeing our house from the front side. And 2/3 of this one is all new. I did that, finalized that about 4 years ago. And behind there is the 1/3 of the house, the old one, heavy timber. And there is the old roof and the temporarily new one, and I'm planning to fix that one, so there will be all new, and the central line of the house, the roof, will be in the center as in normal way the house is. And there is our 2 bedrooms and 1 wardrobe, and maybe one day in the future I will do that. That's a new project, but I will make a contract with Zimmermann and with the Tisler contractors anyway. And there is my extension. It's the green part, and there is the roof. It's actually about 78 square meters. Behind it is the old barn, or a warehouse, or not a warehouse, well, a shed on a garden out, and the rest has been removed. But I've been keeping that one, and on the right hand side, the red one, if you see, that is what I call my new wood, my workshop. That's about 5-6 years old, and this green one is the new one, and actually I only got about 22 square meters, but it's enough for me, and you will see why. But for the old man, well, I'm 65, but old man anyway, taking those steel plates up to the roof, screws, all the woodwork underneath, all that, it got on my knees, and it got on my back, and it got on my nerves, but it's there, and it's waterproof now. Here is a part of our small greenhouse, a lot of tomatoes. We've been eating that for a good time, but they are growing up, getting red unevenly. There is a lot of different varieties, and some of the tomato plants are getting yellow, as you see, and some of those tomatoes are big. Let's see if I can focus something somewhere there. Yes, it's coming. Let's see. Some are there, but we are waiting those to be red. And then we got cucumber. Come on, where are you? It should be somewhere there. And let's zoom in. Yes, it's coming, it's coming. We've been eating these long cucumbers. Oh, it's up and down like dancing, like a drunken Russian soldier. But there, and then we got wine grapes on the other side. And we are getting some grapes to our wine. What I'm planning to do now is to move our propane heater in here. Last night we got 3.2 plus Celsius, but I'm thinking that I'm taking the propane heater in here, I will get the CO2 levels higher, maybe up to 2000 ppm, maybe 3000 ppm, and that will, if anything else, give still the last salvation to our plants to grow, because what plants needs, it needs the CO2. It's a friend for all those who got the greenhouse, because without CO2 there are no plants, there is no green forest, there is nothing. Believe me. Here is some firewood that we done. Actually, I took down the birch tree. I chopped it in a small pieces, and actually my wife did the splitting. And there is a video about that process when she was splitting. So this is one part, and there is much more on the other side. And there are also already inside dried that we are using. So we are using about 5 to 6 cubic meters normally in 2 places inside to help in the heating bills. But let's go inside. Before going in, the green part is the old part. The red one is the one that I built about 5-6 years ago, and there is the new part and the top part to keep the water and snow out. The inside, how to say, yes, the inside of my garage, and there is a sun just behind, so you will not see much, but there is a hatch, so I can get up to the attic. The green one is the old one, and I've built it inside this new one. So here we are now inside my new extension, and it looks like I overbuilt this one, but it's because I've been using 2x4s, and today, just after a few years, 4 or 5 years ago, the 2x4s was in much better quality, but today what they are selling to us, the small buyers, we only get the worst of the worst. So in normal cases I use one on the vertical side, way, like on the top there, on the roof and a ceiling. I use only one 2x4. But now I had to use double because I did this basic structure last autumn, and then I had only what do you call it, a plastic thing, heavy plastic thing on the top, and then we got the snow, but I didn't expect that it got the load, so I didn't expect the load to do any harm on this basic structure, but it did. So I got a very sudden wake-up call to get studs down here up to support the whole thing up there, the roof, the ceiling, and that was something that I was really surprised, and it was not a habit thing. So this summer I made a double thing, so the ceiling is actually 10 centimeters lower, but that's okay because then it takes less heating. But that just tells about the quality in Finland today for our small buyers. And then on this part, the wall, there is the 1 2x4 for the outside, and we got the special, it's not a membrane, but that is preventing wind, etc. coming through, but it's still breathing. So any moisture here will go out and it will balance the whole thing. And then the second 2x4s here are from here 25 centimeters out, so I can put in here, make in here 25 millimeters of insulation. And we are living here in the north. Occasionally during the winter we can have about -30, more than -30, thank God, or whatever you say in your country. We don't have that every year, but last year we got some 28 few days. Well, we did hit the -30 Celsius, but we've been having about a couple of years ago 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks over -30. So it needs a lot of insulation. But this part, what I'm building, and for this winter, will be as a low temperature, cool area. Not that I'm working here in a -20 to -10 or anything like that, so I'm going to be heating up this one. When I get the gypsum plates up in here and all that stuff. And the reason is that I'm gonna move from the inside all my bandsaw, my radial arm saw, and my table saw, and my drum sander too. Every item that is creating a lot of dust, except my lathe or my two lathes. All right, the one I might do, because I'm using in that one quite often a big disc sander. So all the equipment that is creating dust will be placed on here. On that side, I try to create more or less a dust-free zone, and also a place for applying the coating, either oil or a plastic coating. Whatever I'm doing, it needs to be have a clean room, please. And how I do that, you will see in the future videos. And that is my comments for today. And thanks, Peter. Freitag. Das ist Freitag. Ja, das ist Freitag. Und let's go and do some barbecue. Thanks for watching.